Hi, I'm Britt Kelly, and I'm a candidate for Vestry here at Grace Church Cathedral. I was asked to say a few words about myself and let you know who I am, so I will do my best to give you some brief information about my background and maybe some highlights of my experiences in life. First and foremost, I'm married to Ryan Kelly. We have two children, Edwin and Alan. Edwin's 10 years old and Alan's 8 years old. We have attended Grace Church since roughly 2007. Ryan and I became official members in 2010, and when Edwin was born in 2011, he was baptized here at Hanahan Hall, and then Alan was born in 2013, and once we got back in the sanctuary after earthquake repairs, Alan was baptized here in the sanctuary. But well before that, I grew up in southeast Tennessee, in a little town called Jasper outside of Chattanooga. And I was raised or baptized, confirmed, and raised in the Episcopal Church in South Pittsburgh, Tennessee. So I performed or went to EYC activities, and I was an acolyte in the church, and I've served in a pretty small parish there in South Pittsburgh. And after high school, went on to Sewanee, where I graduated in 2001. Met my wife Ryan there, and a year after college, after working in Nashville for a year, we moved on to Memphis, where I went to law school for 3 years. And while in law school in Memphis, we realized that we would rather be in a great town like Charleston, and we had some friends here who we visited and realized that it was a great place and great people and somewhere we really wanted to be. So during law school, I applied for some clerkships and was offered a job here in Charleston with a firm, and came down and worked, which was a great experience because Ryan and I had gotten married that summer in 2004, and we worked, or I spent the rest of the summer working here in Charleston before returning to Memphis for my final year of law school. Through that clerkship, I was fortunate enough to be offered a job to come work in Charleston, so we came down in 2005, took the bar exam, luckily passed, and then began practicing in the summer of 2005 here in Charleston, where I've been practicing as an attorney since that time. As I said, we started attending church here in 2007, and it was actually upon the recommendation of my parents' bishop, who was Bishop Charles von Rosenberg. You may know his name because he ultimately became the bishop of our church here that Grace Church Cathedral is part of, the Diocese of South Carolina. And so we loved this church from the outset, and once we had children, we started becoming much more involved. We originally attended the 11 o'clock service, and once we had kids, realized that the 9 o'clock service was probably a more appropriate place for us and for our family. And so we've been attending fairly regularly since our son Edwin was born in 2011, and we are just really, really pleased with the church. We think it provides not just us a wonderful opportunity for reflection and improvement, but allows our children a great place to learn and to develop good life skills and understand what's really important in life. So I'm honored to have been asked to serve on the vestry and look forward to continuing to serve this church.